what's up, brothers and sisters? Your brother G World 7_D. Um, as usual, when you start speaking the truth, you have mestizos come onto your site, try to tell you who your people are. You know, the original so-called Indians here in Americas were so-called black people. Period. That's not up for discussion. I showed you a picture of what you call the Fox Indians and the Chippewas and the Mississippi Indian tribe. All them people were black in the Midwest, the South, the Northeast, and the West. They were originally so-called black people. So when this idiot comes on my page, like I said before, I'm not tolerating that mess, claiming that the people are white, those are imposters. So brothers and sisters, this is what you're going to get. These fools don't want the truth to come out, and I'm going to continue to bang on the truth. Sometimes I may get the pronunciation not totally correct, but I don't listen to phony ass mestizos stealing, because that's what they have done. You see, when you see the representative of Chippewa today, is some little pale man. And I showed you pictures of Chippewa. They're originally people who rock froze. These idiots, man. They come into your page, man, and they try to make these comments trying to correct you when they can't correct nothing because they are part of the imposters. Just like those imposters over in Egypt, there's imposters here in America. And this is sad. But this is why we really got to study our history, and we also need to understand that we have no friends. None. So we have to understand that. We have no friends. We have none. All we have is ourselves. And we need to love ourselves and honor ourselves. The original so-called Indians were black people. Like I mentioned before, the Malayans were all through the Americas, man. They were all through the Americas. I mentioned that those so-called Mongoloid type, that those features can go back to the Khoisan, who, like I said before, in Central and Southern Africa. They migrated to different parts of the world. There's black people coming in and out from different locations from everywhere. But see, these fools who have hijacked their history and stolen our history want to get away with this and want to get away with a lie. No pale people are indigenous to nothing. I'm going to repeat this again. Like I said, I showed you a picture of the Fox Indians. That's how them Indians in the Midwest look like. They were not white. They were not pale-skinned mestizos. That's in itself is a lie. See, I know that they're lying. I know where they come from. I know that they originally came over here as slaves. They're not indigenous to anything. So I'm tired of these individuals who are considered mestizos. They're mixed breeds. Is actually going to sit there and tell me about my history, which I have studied for years. And I don't need a fake ass phony fraud to come on my page telling me about my people. This is why it's so important that we retake all of our history. Because these people are not indigenous to nothing. Pale-skinned people are not indigenous to anything. Nothing. But they'll come on your page, man, and try to tell you your history and your culture. But see, I studied this. I know how these people really look like. I have photos and paintings of how these people really look like, and then the fake photos. So I know. So I don't need a, quote, mestizo to come on my page to tell me who I am. I'm repeat this again. No pale-skinned person who was walking around in half-naked clothing was indigenous to southern Florida or Alabama. Like I said, they came over here. They were foreigners. They came over here. Actually, they originally brought over here as slaves. Oh, I'm going there. As white folks. The first time they came into the Americas, they were slaves. See, I know my true history, and I know them other people's true history. And so we just need to ignore them and just continue to disseminate this information for us as a people. So I don't listen to stupid mestizos come on my page. See, they do that all the time when I was talking about the cow and Palenque. Oh, they look like mestizos. No, they don't look, them people weren't no damn mestizos. The mestizos didn't rule any damn thing. First of all, you claim to be Spanish, then you claim to be African, then you claim to be Indian. Give me a break. When you look like none of them. You look like a total mixture. So how dare you? But this is typical of the mestizo. I'm going to call him the mestizo nut. Like the Euro nuts, the mestizo nut. Take your silly ass somewhere else, man. You're not indigenous to nothing. You are a foreigner, period. You are a foreigner. And all those pale people who you see in these tribes today are a result, those are the $5 Indians. And they are also the result of the black people being kicked out of their own damn tribes. And they're being replaced by these pale-skinned people. I've said that in my videos before. I'm going to continue to say this again. I'm going to continue to talk about this over and over again. I'm going to continue to bang on this because you people are frauds. But you want to come on our pages running your mouths. The original people here all through the Americas were so-called Negro people. Period. That's not up for discussion. That's what they were. So you can get the F up out of here. Clown.